Hey gamers, Sabre here with a quick walkthrough / commentary of the first Cloister of Trials in the Final Fantasy X HD remastered version. So I just picked up the game today, and this is the perfect game for me to talk about because I love Final Fantasy. It is absolutely one of my favorite games, favorite RPG, probably hands down. So just to get you up to speed, this is about an hour into the game, so you've passed through a lot of the tutorial battles, you've gone through and you've met some of the main characters, but you still don't know a lot about this world. So right now, Titus, the blonde, main character, he is in Besaid Island's temple, and he's going to enter the Cloister of Trials because he hears that a summoner is having trouble, and he is like, this person could die in here, why isn't anyone helping? And he doesn't really understand the whole religious aspect of what's going on and the traditions that these people follow, so he's kind of just like, screw you guys, I'm gonna go help this person. And it's really nice. It really shows a lot about his character, because he is not from this time period, so he is just like I care, screw you guys, I'm going in there and I'm going to help someone. So this is the walkthrough portion, and this is actually a really easy Cloister of Trials. Again, like I said, this is the first one in the game, so it's pretty easy to figure out. But in case you're having some difficulty, I'm here to help. So when you enter the first room in the Cloister of Trials, you see a bunch of white figures or pictures on the wall. So if you go up to one of them, you'll see that a strange glyph is glowing. And if you interact with it, it starts to move around and different parts of it glow, like you see here, and it just sort of teaches you that there are things that you can interact with on the wall. So anything that glows, you should probably go check it out and see what it says. So we've done that one, and that kind of shows what's going on. So now this other one is also glowing, so we go check it out. When you get close to it, you just press X, and it'll give you an option, touch the glyph, and it activates. So essentially the Cloister of Trials is a puzzle, and you want to figure out what different parts you have to interact with in order to get through the puzzle and get to the end. So here we see this pedestal on the wall, and this is a glyph sphere. There are different types of spheres that you can pick up and interact with throughout the Cloister of Trials, throughout the puzzle. So this is a Besaid sphere, and we're going to pick it up and carry it with us to the next part to see where we can possibly put this. Now, the Cloister of Trials, this one is pretty easy, but they get a lot harder as you go through the game. And a lot of it is just trial and error, putting things in different parts, interacting with different things on the wall, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't. So here we see that the glyph, you put it into the door, and the door is open, letting you into a different part of the puzzle. So now we run around a little bit, and you see there's another pedestal on the left side of this wall, but on the right side there are these glyphs. So go directly to the right side and interact with that, and you'll actually see that once you touch the symbols, the wall will open up and you have a new room that you can explore. There's really not much in this room. You just go pick up the Besaid sphere here, take the sphere, and you're going to put it somewhere else. That's pretty much the extent of this puzzle. So you pick up the Besaid sphere and you go run across the hallway and put it in the pedestal here. We'll unlock yet another room, and in the cutscene you see Titus actually push the pedestal. That means that you can push this thing around the room, and you're going to have to push it into a particular slot. But wait, don't do that yet. There are more things that you can discover within this puzzle. So once the cutscene is done, run back out into the hallway, go back towards the beginning of where you entered, and take that glyph out of the door. And then you take that and you run all the way back. There's a part that you skipped over in the middle of this hallway, so now we're going to investigate that. So you put that glyph right there into this sphere-shaped recess, and that activates the wall yet again, opening it up. Once this room is opened up, you can go ahead and take the destruction sphere. Destruction spheres are actually pretty important. These are the things that are secrets within the puzzle that allow you to get additional things, like other weapons, other powerful items, special things that you really have to kind of search for when you're in these puzzles. So now we've gone back to where we picked up the Besaid sphere, put the destruction sphere in, and now this has unlocked a whole brand new area with a treasure chest, and this is what you want to look for every time you're in a Cloister of Trials. So let's run out and see what we found. Turn to the right, go through this doorway, and here we have the Rod of Wisdom! So the Rod of Wisdom is actually a really powerful weapon for Yuna to use moving forward. Now this weapon has the auto ability of Sensor, so it lets you see enemy data during battles. This means the target's current hit points, maximum hit points, elemental characteristics, and status effects. And here we're back to this pedestal. He automatically starts pushing it and you see this little divot in the floor. You put it right there, pretty hard to miss, and then Wakka joins the scene again. Wakka has found you in the Cloister of Trials and you're like, look, I know it's not really the best thing for me to do, is to run in here. I'm not a guardian, I'm not with the summoner class, I don't really know what you guys are up to.
What about you?
But Wakka is really cool. He's one of the best characters in this game. I think personality-wise, he really takes Titus under his wing and tells him a little bit about what's going on. So they kind of have a friendship, a close friendship from the very beginning. So here, the room turns into a sort of elevator as they get lowered down into one of the main rooms of this area. But at this point, the Cloister of Trials is done. You've solved the puzzle, you've gotten everything that you wanted out of this place, and now it's time to sit back, listen to the conversation, and figure out what in the world is going on. And Wakka thankfully decides that, well, you've gotten this far, you should come all the way with us. This game is known for its loading screens too, so welcome to Loading Screen Central. So once you guys walk in, you get reprimanded a little bit by Lulu. Lulu is also a phenomenal character. She is not the nicest person to meet at first, but she is a total badass. One of my favorite characters to use. You're a big, heavy-hitting magic wielder. I love her to pieces, and I have her in pretty much any sort of party or group that I play Final Fantasy X in. So she's all like giving you the stern lecture, and Kamari's just sitting there all silent like, and you hear that the door starts opening and you get really excited because you're finally going to see this summoner that you've come in to save. And nobody really knows what to expect, and if it's your first playthrough, you might even be a little surprised at who comes out that door. I've played this game a bunch, so I know who it is. It's one of my absolute favorite characters ever in any game. It's the Lady Yuna. This is her first time going through her own Cloister of Trials, and as you can see, she is totally wiped out. Whatever sort of trial she went through in there, it was rough. And she is just not having a good day with it. But they're all really worried about her. Kamari runs up and catches her, and she fights it off, and she pushes herself back up and stands on her own 2 feet. You know, she's a very demure character, very soft-spoken at times, but she has this inner strength that just kind of shines through, and I think she's a great character. And you can see her eyes are 2 different colors. It's super exciting. I love the way that her character looks and the way that she acts, and it's just super cool. So that's pretty much it for the first Cloister of Trials. Really short, but really cool, and you finally get to see the big reveal of Yuna, the main summoner in this game. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave me a comment, let me know what you guys like about Final Fantasy. If you're going to get the HD Remaster version, let me know. I really want to hear what you guys think. Thanks for watching!
Hey everybody, Esper of the Fragdolls here, and I hope you're excited to check out South Park, The Stick of Truth. I'm going to be showing you one of the side quests, and basically we're going to be helping Jimmy get his hands on a flute to become a proper bard.